What is up, everybody? Charlene FX back with another YouTube video. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you're not new, welcome again. Thank you for taking the time to stop by. So today we're going to talk about 10 of the top reasons why 90% of traders fail. Believe it or not, that is not a made-up number. It's very accurate. A lot of people that look into trading, whether it be Forex, whether it be stocks, options, futures, bonds, any facet of the financial market trading system that they have online, come into it, and 90% of them fail. Okay, that's the bottom line. Majority of the people that come into trading have no idea what they're doing. They're not educated enough, or they see other people doing it online, or they see a lifestyle that people are living by doing it, and they don't realize how much work it takes, how much studying it takes, how much trial and error it takes to actually master the skill of trading. It's very difficult to trade. It's very hard to learn how to do it. But once you do master it and you are good at it, you're pretty much good. You're gonna be pretty much printing your own money every single day just by trading and mastering this invaluable skill. Because a lot of times people feel like, anybody can do it. Anybody can do it. It's so simple. It's so easy. Anybody can do it. But they don't realize how hard it is until they're actually in it, and they're seeing how hard it is to actually master the skill of trading. So I came up with 10 of the reasons why I think a lot of traders fail, and a lot of the reasons come from my own experience with it. And I'm going to give you guys a couple of examples as to why I came up with these reasons, why I feel the way I feel about them, and how you can overcome these things so you can become successful with your trading and avoid a lot of the pitfalls that majority of people go through that cause them to actually fail at trading. Okay, so the first reason that I came up with is a lot of people don't invest in a course or a mentor. They feel like, the internet is so vast, it's so full of information that they can just jump on, YouTube or Google and look up anything they want to find when it comes to trading. You can do that, but they only put so much information on the internet. There's only so much that they tell you for free online before you actually have to pay to get the other side. The internet and YouTube kind of gives you this much, and then when you think about it, there's like a whole vast universe of information that you're not getting because they're not putting that out there. The real teachers and real mentors and real people that actually sell valuable courses are not putting everything on the internet for free, because it took them time to learn how to do it. It took a whole lot of sacrifice, a whole lot of studying, a whole lot of everything for them to learn this skill. So why would you give it away for free? Why would you put it out there just for free for anybody? No, you have to profit off it. You have to make something off of it. You have to get something back for all the work that you put out. So a lot of people will fail at trading because they want to take a shortcut. They want to take the easy way out. They want to feel like, okay, I can just jump on the internet and just Google what is a stop loss, what is this, what is that. There's so much involved in trading. There's so many moving parts. There's so many variables in trading that you're not going to find everything. Even if you do find everything, you won't find it in one place. You're going to have to look all over the place to find whatever it is you're looking for, with whatever topic you're trying to cover or understand. And just because you find it for free, if you find it for free online, doesn't mean that it's explained to you properly to where you're going to be able to take that and implement it into your trading and become profitable with it. So these are things that you need to think about, because if you think that you're going to find the information free and it's easy and you don't have to pay for a course or a mentor and you can just jump on YouTube or Google and find it, you're going to have a really hard time. You're either going to have a really long time to become profitable, or you're not going to become profitable at all, because you refuse to invest in someone who's already been down that road, who's already made the mistakes that you're going to make, and who's going to teach you how to avoid making those mistakes and learn a different way and be able to profit a whole lot faster and become successful a whole lot quicker, because they've already gone through the things that you're going to go through. Every trader has gone through the same things, everything, blown accounts, studying, bouncing from course to course, mentor to mentor, different techniques, different fundamentals. You're going to go through all of that. You're not any different. Don't think that because you come into trading and you think you found the magic key from somebody who's doing really well at it, that you're not going to go through the same learning curve and the same loopholes that they had to go through. You're going to go through it. So to avoid wasting all that time and money, because you're going to waste a lot of money doing that, just buy a course, invest in a course, invest in a mentor, put in the effort in that, and save yourself the grief later. Save yourself the headache later. Okay, so that's number one. Number two is they think it's easy. They think it's easy. They think it's fast money. It's easy. They look at people online. Like, first of all, like Instagram is the biggest like deterrent when I think of, not deterrent, but it's like the biggest issue I feel when it comes to trading, because it's exposed people to other things such as Forex, but it's putting out the wrong, like it's putting out the wrong image about what it is and how you can succeed at it. Basically, like you can succeed at it and do well with it, but they make people think that it's easy and anybody can do it and you're gonna make fast money. It's easy money. You just sit in front of your computer or you pull out your phone, push a couple buttons, and boom, you have money in your account. It doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way at all. If you think that it's easy, fast money, no, it's not at all. Maybe after you become profitable at it, maybe after you become skilled at it, you might think it's easy because it's second nature to you. You've done it so many times, you've studied it enough, you know it enough to know that, yeah, now it's easy. Like trading Forex to me is easy now because I know what I'm doing. But if you don't know what you're doing, it's not easy and it's not fast at all. It's a very long, hard, tough journey that you're gonna have to go through, and everybody's gonna have to go through it. So it's not easy. It's not fast money. It's not any of those things. Even after you become good at it, it might be easy, but the money comes way after you master that skill. Okay, that's number two. Number three, people tend to rush the process and wow, typo. They tend to rush the process and they don't study enough. They don't put enough time. They don't put enough effort into the rigorous studying that you have to put into trading, because there is so much you have to look into. Trading is not a one trick pony, if you will. It's not you have to learn one thing and then you're good to go. No, you have to learn one thing. Then when you master, you gotta learn the next thing. Then when you master that, you gotta learn the next thing. Then and so on and so forth. It's not a one trick thing. It's not where, you know, you can look at a chart and say, all I need to know is I need to know market structure over here. I need to know technical analysis over here. I need to know where to put my indicators right here. And then I'm good to go. No, it does not work that way. You have to look at the market from so many different angles, from so many different ways. You have to be cognizant of everything the market is doing. You got to be aware of news. You got to be aware of risk management with your account. You have to know what you know and what you don't know. You have to be, there's so much you have to know. It is not a process that you want to rush. Because if you do, you're going to end up blowing account after account after account, and you're going to want to quit. You're going to want to quit because you're going to be losing money along the way. You're going to get discouraged, and you're going to want to quit. So if you don't put in enough study time, you don't take the time to learn the process, to master the process, then you're going to quit. You are going to quit, and you're going to be part of that 90% that failed. You're going to be part of that 90% that gave up because you refuse to follow the process and study your ass off, basically. 4 is no risk management. Lack of knowledge about risk management is a big deal with it when it comes to trading, and a lot of people don't realize that when you see traders making, exorbitant amounts of money in trading, sometimes people don't realize that they took a big risk in making that money. If you see people making like $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 days or trades, or using ridiculous lot sizes, the bigger the risk you take, like the bigger the loss, basically. If you want to make a big amount of money, you have to risk a lot of money. So sometimes people don't realize that those traders that you see that are making big money in the market, they're taking big ass losses too. So if you don't have what it takes to risk taking a big loss, that's why you have to know what you're going to lose before you take a trade, because you need to know that I'm willing to risk this amount of money for me to make this amount of money. And if I lose this amount of money, I need to be okay with that. Because if you're not, then don't even take the trade. Don't even gamble your money like that if you're not willing to take a certain amount of loss. This is why risk management is one of the number one reasons why a lot of people fail, because they over leverage, they over risk, they get greedy in the market, and they think that It's simple. You just throw some money in it, and you know what's going to happen, and boom, it doesn't happen. You blow, 20, 30, 40% of your account in one trade. And you don't live to trade another day because you put all your eggs in one basket. So having no risk management is a huge account killer. And it's one of the main reasons why people fail, because having no risk management means you blow your account. You blow your account. Blowing your account means you blew all your money. If you have no more money, you can't trade anymore. So what do? You quit. You quit because you don't have any more money. And if you did have the money, you can't afford it to put it back in the market and risk it again. And if you do, you're going to make the same mistake over and over and over again because you weren't taught properly how to properly manage your money, manage your risk, manage your trades. So that's number 4. Number 5 is a big one for me. And I stress this so much with my students, with the people that question me about Forex. I tell everybody, you need to have a trading plan. My trading went to a whole nother level when I actually came up with a trading plan, and I wrote it down and I followed it. Having discipline with your trading plan, if you don't have discipline, it doesn't matter if you have a trading plan, because your discipline has to follow your trading plan and vice versa. So when I came up with a trading plan and I stuck to it, my trading went to another stratosphere when it comes to my profitability. Because when you're disciplined and you stick to your plan, you don't deviate from it. You find consistency in it. You wouldn't, if you found something that works for you, why would you deviate from it, right? If we say, listen, you need to have a trading plan. You need to focus on one pair. You need to focus on risking this much of your account. You need to focus on trading this time of day. You need to focus on this and that. If you don't follow these things and you go willy-nilly, you just randomly trade whenever, you trade any kind of amount, you trade 14 different pairs, you're chasing every move, you're never going to find consistency. You're never going to find a balance when it comes to your trading. You're going to be all over the place, and before you know it, you're going to be out of money because you don't have a plan. You're walking, basically you're blindly walking into the market hoping and praying that you're going to win a trade when you don't even have a plan of action. You don't have a plan for what you want to do, then you're going to fail. You will fail if you don't have a trading plan. So I tell this to all of my students. You need to have a trading plan and then follow it to a T. If you're not going to follow it, then don't have it. Don't waste your time. Don't trade. Just give up. Just give up. Because if you cannot find consistency in your trading, you will never be profitable. And I'm speaking from experience with that. I did not find consistency in my trading until I came up with a trading plan and I stuck to it. Until this day, I follow that same trading plan every single day. Every single day. And when I do deviate from it, because it happens, you deviate from it every once in a while, I lose. Every single time I deviate from it, I lose. So do your best to have a trading plan. And if you have one, stick to it. All right. Number 6 is emotions and psychology. A lot of times people think that when you can't have emotions when you're dealing with trading. And I used to say that too, but at the same time, we're human beings. We're not a bunch of psychopaths walking around here with no emotions, no empathy, no nothing. No, we're people. So you're going to have emotions when it comes to trading, especially when you're dealing with money, with your money, your hard-earned money. You will have emotions with trading. But if you have your psychology down and you follow your trading plan, there should be no emotion when it comes to that. When I take a trade, there's no emotion I'm not nervous in my entries. I'm not nervous in my losses. I'm not nervous. Like the same way I take a loss is the same way I take a win. I feel the same exact way. Now, if I take a big loss, then, I might be a little pissed about it depending on why I took the loss. But at the same time, I know that on that same trade, if I would have did something different, I could have won. I could have won that trade, and I could have made a big win instead of having a big loss, right? So emotions are always going to play a part, but you have to understand how to control your emotions when it comes to your trading, how to control your psychology. That all falls in line with your trading plan, because if you follow your trading plan down to a T and you follow everything you've been doing day after day after day after day, then you should have no reason to be upset if you lose a trade or if something goes wrong with your trading. If you have a losing streak or you just go through a rough patch, it happens to everybody. Even the best traders go through losing streaks. But being able to shrug off those losses and move on to the next trade. Your last trade should never affect your next trade. If you're going to take a trade, it better be on the same trading plan that you followed when you took that last trade. Win or lose. Win or lose on the last one, it should not affect you taking this next trade. Why? Because you had a trading plan and you followed it. Your psychology is down pat. You don't need anybody to tell you how to feel about a trade because you know you followed your plan. All right. So number 7 is going to be greed. And that is a huge killer. When I first started trading, my goal was $50 a day. $50 a day. That's all I wanted. I didn't care about nothing else. I don't care if the market went up or down 100 pips after I closed out. All I wanted was my $50. Once I did that consistently, I moved to $100. Then I moved to $150. Then I moved to $200 to $250. So then, if you guys look at my Instagram, you'll see my journey along the way. I was doing 0.50 lots, 0.20 lots. And then I went up to standard, to 1 lot. Then I went to 1.20. Then I went to 1.50. Then I went to 250. And I gradually scaled my way up. But throughout all that, I took a whole lot of big ass losses, and it took me a long time to get to where I am now because of greed. Because I was making, decent money, but I'm like, man, if I'm making this, I can make more. I can make more. And what you don't realize is that where you come from plays a big part in where you want to go, right? But you have to look at it like, if you work your regular job and you get paid every 2 weeks and you make a certain amount of money every 2 weeks, if you had that money in the palm of your hand, you would take it and walk off. Take your paycheck and walk away, and you're happy with it. But because it's electronic, it's on a phone or a computer screen, you're looking at numbers fluctuate up and down, and you're looking at the numbers go up, and you're like, man, I think I could hold on and take a little more. Why? Why be greedy? Why take more when that number that you see is more than you probably make at your job, or more than you've ever made in a day even, or in a few minutes even? Because that's how Forex works. You make money super fast. So to me, it's like that greed has to be controlled, and that falls in line with your discipline, with your psychology, with your trading plan. All of these steps play a part. They all play some kind of role within each other. They all connect in some kind of way. And if you play your cards right with all of them, you'll come out on top. So don't be greedy with your trade. Take what the market gives you. Have a goal, stick to the goal, and just move on with it. Don't try to take more. Don't try to flex even more and say, I could catch big moves. I could do this. I could do that. A lot of people look at scalpers and like, scalpers aren't the best traders because they don't catch big moves. Why? Because I want to show off a 200 pip move when I can make just as much catching a 10, 15, 20 pip move. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that at all. But a lot of that can be greed. A lot of that can be ego with wanting to see yourself as a top trader. So let me catch big moves because I want to make bigger money. Negative. It doesn't work that way. Everybody trades different. Everybody learns differently. Just because you can catch small moves doesn't mean you're not a real trader. It doesn't mean just because you take less money out of the market than you could have taken doesn't mean you're any less of a trader. It means you're disciplined and you're okay with taking what the market gives you. And if you do that, you will be profitable. You will be successful because nobody ever blew an account by taking profit. Ever. You're blowing an account by letting winners turn into losers. How do you do that? Trying to catch big moves. So become disciplined. Control your greed. Take what the market gives you and be happy with that. Number 8, they don't focus on mastering the skill. A lot of people look at trading like, it's about the money. It's about the money. It's about the money. It's not about the money. Focus on mastering the skill. Focus on learning the craft. Focus on learning all the ins and outs, every corner, every crevice, every crease that there is about trading. Whatever you need to know about it, focus on learning that, and the money will come after that. The money comes after all of that. It's like sports. Like I equate everything to basketball. I use a basketball analogy. If you focus on shooting and you want to be a really good shooter, if you focus on your form, if you focus on the basket, on certain parts of how your feet are positioned, how your body is aligned, how your release is, how the ball rotation, everything. You focus on all those little fundamentals and everything will come after that. The shots will fall after that. But you have to get the basics down first. If you don't get the basics down first, you'll never become a good shooter. Same with trading. If you don't get the basics down, you don't focus on the little things first, all the little details, because all of that matters. All the little details matters. One little detail could turn a winning trade into a big ass losing trade. All because you failed to look at the details. You failed to focus on mastering one pair or one fundamental or one piece of analysis or one technical. One little thing could change your entire trading around. So focus on mastering the entire skill. Don't even think about the money yet. The money is going to come. It's going to come. Trust me, it's going to come. But you need to learn how to trade properly first. Okay. And number 9, some people just, they don't have it. They don't have the mental fortitude. They don't have the willpower. They don't have the motivation to just push through the hard times. Trading has probably been one of the hardest things I've ever done. Okay. I like I said in other videos, I probably quit trading like 100 times along my journey where I am now, because trading to me, it was new to me. It was new. It was a foreign language. It was at first it was difficult. It looked like freaking Chinese arithmetic to me. And I'm like, man, can I really do this? Can I really look at a chart and understand what it's doing and be able to take my own trades and understand how the market moves and market conditions and price action and all those moving parts? Can I mentally put all those things together and be able to profit off of all of this in the biggest way? And in my mind, I'm like, man, I don't know if I could do this. I don't know if I could do this. All the losses that I took, all the late nights, it was hard. It is really, really, really hard. And, thank God I had, friends around me that, to support me and to push me. And I had the right mentors. I had the right support system around me to keep me motivated, to keep me pushing and keep me going. And if you don't have any support system, you have to push yourself somehow. You got to find it inside you. You got to find some type of motivation to keep you going. One of my biggest motivations when I started trading was the fact that, not that I hated my job, because I don't hate my job, but at the same time, I wasn't happy at my job. I wasn't happy with the opportunities that I was getting. I wasn't satisfied with the fact that I wanted to do certain things and I just wasn't getting it. I wasn't getting the opportunities other people were getting. I wasn't able to do the things I really wanted to do to excel at my job. So I said, you know what? I can't depend on other people. I can't depend on friends or family or anybody to look out for me, to give me a handout or to pull me up and bring me along with them. I kind of have to do it on my own. I got to push myself and do it on my own. So what do I want to do? I want to take my destiny in my own hands. I want to control my own self. I don't want to let my job determine who I am or make me feel like I have any kind of worth. I need to know I have to have worth for myself. So what do I have to do? I have to find it in myself to find something for me, that I can control, that nobody can take away from me. So what did I do? I said, you know what? I'm not going to quit. I'm not going to give up. I'm not going to give up too easy. I'm going to push myself and I'm going to do everything I have to do to master this skill so that, you know what, one day I won't need my job anymore. One day I won't need validation from people that I work with or people that are around me making me feel like I'm not anything because I'm not where they are in the same job that we work. Negative. I'm going to take my destiny in my own hands. I'm going to become my own success story. And I'm going to make sure everybody knows that all the people that doubted me, all the people that weren't there for me, all the people that could have helped me out that chose not to for whatever reason, I'm going to be like, hey, look at me now. You have to have that kind of motivation. You have to have something inside you, a fire that burns inside you. I don't know if you have kids, you got, family, if you have a job that you don't like, you have to have something in you that's going to push you to want to succeed at whatever it is you're doing. And for me, that was proving everybody wrong. That was showing everybody that I don't need your help. I don't need your validation. I don't need your handout to make me feel like I am somebody, like I belong somewhere. I'm going to do that on my own. And I chose Forex to do that for me. I chose becoming a success to do that for me. And that same inspiration and motivation that I had for that, I'm going to use it to help other people and inspire other people and use it to open the door for other people to get to where I am and beyond. So you need to do that. You have to be able to push through the hard times. Don't quit. Don't give up. Do not become part of the 90% that fail just because you don't try hard enough or you feel like you can't do it. If you feel like you can't do it, then you can't do it. But you got to push yourself. You got to push yourself. You got to want it bad enough. Find something that motivates you and push yourself to do that. Okay? And the last one is they focus too much on the money and the lifestyle. And I left this one for last because it's one of the biggest pet peeves that I have. When I first started trading, yes, I got in for the money. Obviously, everybody gets in because they want to make, really good money. But when I was looking at people on Instagram and YouTube and all of that, profiting and doing really well with Forex, a lot of times I didn't get stuck on the money. I didn't get stuck on the lifestyle, seeing them drive nice cars and, vacation and eating out in nice places and, flaunting around, name brand stuff. I didn't care about that. I'm not materialistic anyway, so I don't care about that stuff. But what I did was I tried to learn from them in a different kind of way. Basically, I wanted to learn how they got to where they were and follow everything they did to get to where they are. That's another part of pushing through hard times and finding a motivation. Finding a motivation, part of that is finding somebody who is where you want to be and follow that blueprint, follow what they did, okay? Yeah, I chose Forex to follow, but I said, you know what? I'm not going to focus on the money that they're showing off. I'm not going to focus on their lifestyle and none of that crap. I'm going to see what did they do and how did they get to where they are? What did they do? What books did they read? What mentorship did they have? What courses did they take? You know, if even when it comes down to trading, period, like if I saw somebody post profits, I wouldn't even care about the profit that I saw. I wanted to see the move. I would see somebody post a profit on a move that they caught, and I would run over to my computer, open up my charts, and I would look at that pair and map out that whole move. Break down that whole move to see how they caught that move, because that move is what, catching that move, having the skill to see what that move was and how to catch it is what got them to that profit. So if you're able to master the skill of Forex, everything else will come after that. Everything will come after. Nothing changes in Forex and the money or trading except your lot size. That's it. All of the trades are the exact same moves, the exact same trades. The market repeats itself over and over and over and over. It's a creature of habit. It does the same thing over and over and over again. You just got to know when it does it and when to be in the market, when to be prepared for that move. And if you are, then you capitalize on it. You jump on it. But if you're not skilled to see it, if you don't study enough and you don't see it, and you're so focused on the money and the cars and the vacations and the pretty girls and the clubbing and all of that, you're missing the whole picture. You're missing the whole picture, because whoever's flaunting that lifestyle, they did something to get there. They weren't always there. They had to work hard. They had to do something. They had to sacrifice. They had to focus on other things before they ever got to the point that they're at now. So you got to look at that like, okay, you know what? What did that person do, and how can I do the exact same thing? Then when you get on their level, then you could do whatever you want to do at that point. I don't care. But you got to get there first. You got to get there first. All right? So these are the top 10 reasons why a lot of traders fail. There are a lot of the things that I had to go through, that I had to watch, that I had to push through and persevere. So understand that trading is not for everybody. It's not for everybody. It's for anybody, but it's not for everybody, if that makes sense. Okay? If you can push through and you can dedicate the time and the effort and you have the willpower and the determination, you can do whatever you want to do in this life. Nobody's going to tell you what you can and can't do, because it's all up to you. It all boils down to what you want to do, what you want to accomplish, what you want to prove to yourself more than anything. So that's my video for today. I hope a lot of these points were able to help some of you guys understand that these are a lot of factors that come into play when it comes to something such as Forex. It's a long journey. It's difficult. You're going to cry. You're going to go through long nights. You're going to go through days where you don't sleep. You're going to blow accounts. You're going to have your family, friends telling you to stop wasting your money, stop wasting your time. You know, it's not for you. You're going to go through all of that. You're going to have very difficult times. But let me tell you something. Use me as an example. Think about all those people that you see that are successful, that never gave up, that never quit, that were always sticking to it no matter how hard it got. If you can make it through those hurdles and you can make it through those pitfalls, I'm telling you, you will make it. You will make it and you'll become successful, and you'll be able to use this vehicle to take you into anything else that you want to do. But you got to make it through first. You got to push through first. You got to prove not only to everybody else wrong, but you have to prove it to yourself that you can do it. And don't give up and don't quit. Don't quit. Just stick to it. Invest in a mentor. Don't think that it's fast. Do not rush the process. Study, invest, in a course, like I said earlier. Control your emotions. Keep God first in your life. Be spiritual. Be religious. Center yourself. Find a way to find some type of balance in your life when it comes to trading and everything else. Spend time with yourself. Spend time with your family. Do things that you like to do. And just be grateful. Be grateful and be thankful for all opportunities that you have afforded to you, because everybody is not afforded these opportunities. Everybody doesn't have Wi-Fi or internet or computers or books or friends or a job or money or food or anything. There's a lot of people that don't have a lot of the things that you do have. So if you do have it, be grateful for it, take advantage of it, and then use any little bit of success that you have to help somebody else. Don't walk in the door, shut it, slam it, lock it, and wedge a chair up under the handle and don't let anybody else in. No. Once you make it and you're able to open up that door, open it up and push that thing down and open it up for everybody. Let everybody in. Help other people. Paying it forward is the best thing ever. That type of karma is the type of karma you always want in your life. You never want to be the kind of person that makes it and forgets where you came from or who was there for you. Ever, ever, ever. Never, never, never. That's not what you want to be. And that's not the kind of mentor that I am. These are the kind of things that I teach my students. These are the kind of things that I'm going to be teaching in my course. This is the kind of person that I am. And I want to be an inspiration. I want to be someone that somebody else can look up to, So I'm not going to rant anymore. I'm not going to make this video any longer anymore. Follow these rules. Get yourself a trading plan. Find yourself a perfect mentor. Find yourself a course. Study your ass off, and don't give up. Don't give up. All right, guys, so that's my video for today. Please like and subscribe. Any comments, check out my other videos if you like. Any comments, questions, concerns, anything like that, hit me up on Instagram, FX Lefty Basketball. And I'll see you guys on the next video.